All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of ERP, which tonight stands for Exit Ramp Pizza. It's questionable, but delicious. I've never... Here's a clarification question for whoever was Exit Ramp Pizza. Is it pizza on the exit ramp, or pizza that you purchased off the exit ramp?
No, it's definitely the former.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
for sure, it's gotta be.
Oh.
Still delicious.
Oh, my God.
Still hot.
Okay.
It's just a little tired, Treddy. It's okay.
Oh, it's a little tired. Ha! Ha ha! Get the laughter out, because there's not going to be much of that tonight.
Close the stream.
And thus ended the story of the Devil's Advocates. So, as the more astute of you have probably noticed, we have Spoolie back. Welcome back, Spoolie.
Yeah.
Golf
claps.
Small claps, yes, because I don't want to pop my fucking microphone. So, her timing is impeccable. Because last session, following the leadership of the blind family dog, Orville, you were led through the city streets of Redwater towards the north. You encountered a clown that had been mentioned previously, Zaz. One of you went through a roof. You barged into somebody's home and interrupted a tea party. Two of you were hassled by some guards as you matched the description of two people who had just conducted a robbery at a law firm known as Bronson & Bronson. And following the blind dog through the streets, through the sewers...
Sorry, Hawkeye.
That's fine. You eventually came to your destination of a night market at the north point of Redwater on the road to Walden, where Orville, being the chaotic good boy that he was, indicated that he smelt Zane in a cart that was just stacked with boxes. In your attempts to peruse and obtain information from the individuals who owned this cart, you encountered a familiar face in Malcolm, the man you saved from the Jade Basin. Quirin, being ever the fast talker, attempted to make an arrangement with Malcolm, which went south as Malcolm asked one of his largest companion to pick a target, who promptly made a devastating attack on Alastair.
It hurt real
So
bad.
I'd like to say that's where we pick up, but it's not. So let's rewind to the morning of that day. Zane,
Yippee.
after your meeting with Dean Victor Latimer, being escorted out of the office of the Dean by Malcolm, who you now know as your peer, Malvain, he leads you along the landing and goes to one of the side walls, kind of waves his hand, draws an arcane rune, and a door opens. He hastily pushes you through the door, and you find yourself falling onto a bed of straw. The smell of horses and dung and feed fill your nostrils. You get up, you brush yourself off, and turn. You see Malcolm there. He's looking at you and says, "So are you going to come peacefully then?"
I step forward. That's all. I don't really say anything.
Did he say anything? He looks at you for a second, kind of leans down to meet your gaze. "I was talking to you."
Yes?
At this point, Zane, he smacks you.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So you're going to go ahead and take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
He says, I don't care what the owl says or what our common friend has to say. I'm the only one who'll be the chosen of Rothkun. Is that clear? At this point, Zane, before you have a chance to answer, you feel something hit the back of your head, and the world goes black. Over the next couple hours, milking your wound, which did 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Milking your wound. It's almost like watching a memory, as if you're on the outside looking in. You remember vaguely being picked up by two people. You remember suddenly feeling a splinter in your knee as you scrape across some form of wooden surface. You remember the light slowly fading in chunks as if something's being stacked above you. You remember in the blackness a sudden bluish glow, almost like a fluorescent light. You remember the smell of sea air. You remember moving, the sound of horses, the sounds of wheels turning. You remember the sound of a crowd. You remember conversations. Remember the sound of gold being changed hands. You remember suddenly stopping and it going quiet. You remember vaguely hearing a small not too far from you. You remember the sound of Alastair's voice. Remember the sound of Malcolm's voice. You remember a voice that sounded far too charismatic and fancy to be anyone from around here. You remember the sound of nails being pried from wood. You remember the jostling of your cart. At this point, you wake up. You're fully aware now. You look down, and your hands are bound in front of you in a very complex knot. You look around you, and you can see the boxes, the crates stacked around you, floating. And they appear to be suspended by some form of bluish white energy. Think of like a very dim fluorescent light. You feel things rocking. What would you like to do, Zane?
So I'm not in a crate?
You're not in a crate, from what you can tell. You're in a space that appears to be an empty space, but there's kind of like a bluish white border around you holding crates up. Your hands are tied, and you're just kind of sitting there. Because you're very tall, you're fairly cramped in here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do I see an opening or any...
Make a perception check.
Okay, 1 minute. It's like loading up an old computer with me.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, God.
4. You do not
That's
see an
awful.
opening.
Okay. I don't want to make any sound or anything right now.
Okay. You're just kind of staying still
For now.
in the box. I should specify your hands are tied almost with like a silk rope. It's not like any rope that you'd expect to find at like a general provision store. Actually, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me real quick.
Okay, that is...
Just about your, and this will be an Arcana check about your general situation.
Ugh,
14.
Still pretty bad.
Oh, that's fine because the DC on this is fairly low, actually. The rope that you're looking at, from what you can tell, is it's specialty made and is the kind of rope that someone would use in some form of ritual. It's almost created as a ceremonial sacrificial rope for special occasions, as well as the spell around you. As you kind of look around and see that, you go to kind of go, and you realize that no sound is coming out of your mouth. And as you go to speak and kind of go, the mouth moves, and you feel your vocal cords vibrate, but no sound comes out.
I make a light, very light rapping sound, like a knocking sound on the floor.
You knock on the floor. Silence. You cough and nothing comes out.
Didn't mean to cough.
That's fine.
Okay.
At this point, you hear a loud scraping of metal on metal. And you hear Alastair cry out in pain. Is there anything you'd like to do, Zane?
Can I stand up in this space?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I stand up in this space.
As you go to stand up, you hit the light. Boom. At this point, now we're going to pick up where we left off last session. If I could get all 5 of you to roll for initiative, please, as I get you a visual aid.
18.
15.
12.
7.
A big 7.
The big 7.
The big 7. Okay, so can I get everyone who's 20 to 25, please?
Nobody.
Nobody? All right. Can I get people who are 15 to 20?
18.
18 for Laster.
15 for Quirin.
15 for Quirin. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, 10 to 14.
12.
13.
13 for Mo. 12 for Zane. And that was a 7 for you, Zaz, correct?
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. I have some initiatives to roll myself. Okay, that's interesting.
Holy.
Give me 2 seconds here, guys. There is a lot of moving pieces, and this is going to be a rough night, boys.
Oh, God.
And girl, of course. Oh, they are not rolling well already. That's not good. And... give me 1 sec, as there is a lot of moving pieces here. Okay, so do you guys all have the map now?
No.
No, you do not.
Nope, shit.
No.
My apologies. How about now? Is it loading?
It's
Yes.
loading,
Oh, there we go.
but it's gonna take a heck of a long time.
I do apologize. It is a heck of a map. So with that, I am going to change the music, and we are going to get into what I assume will be most of the night.
Oh, jeez.
Tell me when you guys all got that.
I'm in.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, lordy, yeah.
I thought when we left off, I was on top of the cart.
No, you were just beside it, and you tried to get on top of the cart, but then you were interrupted by the effervescent Beltham.
But I opened up 2 of the crates.
Yeah. The crates are like, it's like an open back cart.
Oh,
You can
Oh,
get to the crate. You can get to-
Jesus Christ!
Is it still loading or?
No, I got it.
Okay.
it large.
And at this point, I suppose I can reveal. Zane, you are indeed in the box. On the crate. On the cart, sorry.
Thought you
I've
said
got
I
one
could
more
stand
chunk.
up.
You cannot. But I'm just showing you, Zane, that's where you are. Okay? So you're inside that cart. But the rest of you, you don't know Zane's there. Okay? So, top of the round. Alastair, you've just been struck by a hell of a hit. What would you like to do?
Oh boy. Now I gotta get to that cart. And I have one spell slot left. I'm gonna attack Lamus twice.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay, so 18 and fucking a lot.
Yeah, both of those hit.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool.
That weak Rage Boy armor.
Yeah, that's exactly it, yeah.
33 damage. No, 32 damage. Sorry.
32 damage?
Yep. And that's without a smite or anything.
Holy shit. Okay. So as you bring your greatsword down, just like in an X pattern across him, he looks caught off guard. As one sec, I can do a bit of math here. As blood begins just pouring all over his gray fur and any leather straps, and he kind of, and he looks up at you, and he looks real mad.
And I'm going to use my movement to
Okay.
hop up on top of the cart.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check,
Okay, sure.
because you will be balancing on some crates here.
That is a very nice card.
16.
Thank you. 16. So as you jump up on the cart, Zane, all of a sudden, you see things start to shift and move, and you can feel the weight of the cart kind of shift as something heavy gets up on top. You hear Alastair cry out, you hear something else cry out, and then you feel this. You can start actually seeing, at this point, Zane, you do start seeing dust fall from crates through that blue light onto you. Okay?
Okay.
Alastair, does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right. It's now Lamus's turn. So let me pull up his character sheet here on D&D Beyond.
I hope he doesn't kill me on the first hit.
So as a bonus action, he is going to get real pissed off, and he's going to rage.
Nice.
Let's see here. He's going to turn towards you, Alastair. Move towards you there. And he is going to take... One sec here. He's going to take an attack against you. Does a 23 hit.
Oh yeah.
All right. So... You're going to go ahead and take... Ooh, no. That's bad. 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And... Let's see.
I'm bloody at this point. Or how does that work? Bloody or severely wounded?
Bloodied is half damage, wounded is quarter sorry.
So I'm wounded.
You're wounded? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. And as a bonus action, Lamus is going to attack and then suddenly disappear.
Furbolg.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's going to end his turn. Quirin, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to look over at the mess over there, look over at Malvain.
Malcolm.
Malcolm, sorry, yes. Okay. Fuck.
You're in a pickle, sir.
Yep. Alright. I am going to come up next to him.
Okay.
I am a healer. I am not much for a battle, but I can help. And I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on him.
Okay, what Shield of Faith is a bonus to AC, correct?
Yes, by 2.
On who?
On Malcolm.
Bitch.
It's a format deception. Okay.
And I'm gonna get...
He kind of he looks at you for a second as you do that. And you can kind of see his eyes turn yellow. And he says, I appreciate it, but I don't need help. And he's going to accept the spell, but you've been given a warning.
Yep. Press my movement to get up close to the cart.
Okay. Anything else?
Bonus action, healing word, level 2 on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna get real sick of this loop.
I know.
14. Back up to full.
14. All right. Oh, Jesus. All right, anything else?
That's it.
Okay. It's now the turtle's turn. And the turtle, at this point, who hasn't said anything, kind of looks around, watching Lamus vanish, closes his eyes. And Quirin, you can't see him, but he's going to cast a spell. And I'm going to roll for it. But as you guys kind of brace for the spell happening, you don't see anything happen. Give me one sec here. Ooh, that's something. Okay, that'll do. Kitty. And that's going to end his turn. Mo, you are up.
I'm just gonna walk. Oh, wrong mouse button. And attack Drum. Oh,
Dorm.
Oh, Dorm.
Yep. Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Yeah, so that's. I'll just do them all at once, I guess.
Yep, for sure. Hit, and hit.
Nice.
It's on a tray. Nice.
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 So that's 2d8 and 1d6.
2d8, 1d6, and then we can add the extra stuff on top of that.
Get off your sister.
And that'd be 12?
Yeah, plus
Or-
12.
Yeah.
25. Ooh, no, that's bad. So as all this kind of goes down, Mo bounding into action, you kind of turn to the gray-skinned, fire-haired individual in the leather armor and just start hacking. And as you turn, he goes, no, I'm not up. And he kind of spits up blood a little. He kind of looks up at you like almost like a why question, like he is very bloodied.
From 25? Nice.
Yes. How much health do you have?
I'm almost full health.
But I'm just saying, think about max health. These aren't monsters. These are
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Next up is Malcolm. So Malcolm is going to almost, with inhuman speed, run over here. And Mo, he's going to kind of look at you for a second. And let me bring up this spell list, because this is a fun one. He kind of looks at you and goes, "You also seem useful." And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right. 13.
Okay. As he says that, Alastair, he looks up to you and goes, "You as well." Alastair, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah, it's wisdom. Real good at.
You're a pally. You can do this.
Actually, I'm not. 19.
Oh! Ooh! All right.
Remember, anyone within 10 spaces. Plus was it
10
4?
feet, right?
10, yeah, 10 feet.
Okay.
Sorry, I said 10 spaces. 2 spaces.
Yeah. So, Alastair, you find this comment as odd. Mo, you find it enticing, as now you are charmed, as he just cast Charmed Person.
Okay.
Okay? You regard Malcolm as friendly. Okay?
Just
Zane.
is that
If
him?
you're-
Just him.
Just him and his associates.
Okay, that's what I was
Okay.
waiting for.
Zane, it is your turn. So at this point, you can hear everything happening outside. You're still bound. Dirt and dust and stones are falling off crates through the box. What would you like to do? This is a little free form, so you don't have to take an action or anything like that, but we will work with this.
Okay, can I, with both hands bound, can I move the boxes above me?
So as you go to slam yourself upwards, you actually hit that light, almost as if it's a barrier. Alastair, Quirin, and Zaz as well, because you haven't gotten into the fray. You guys go ahead and make some perception checks for me, please.
Yep.
Deception.
Perception. 18. 10. 17. Okay, so, Quirin and Alastair, you feel this because you guys are actually touching the cart. Alastair, as you're kind of staring at Malcolm very curiously about his strange comment towards you, you feel the cart kind of shift, and Quirin, you feel this as well. Zane, I'm going to give you one other thing you can choose to do on your turn here.
Okay. Can I cast Counterspell on the barrier or something?
From what you can tell, this isn't so much a spell that's in the process of being cast or being concentrated upon. This is something that exists. Almost like an item.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna bump myself on it once more.
Okay. And again, now the second time, Zaz with a 10 there. You see Alastair and Quirin reacting here, and you actually start seeing crates shift. At this point, Zane, you do start hearing from somewhere, you start hearing a getting faster and faster and faster. Zane, that's going to end your turn. It is now Dorm's turn. And Dorm is going to use his action to turn to Malcolm and go, You didn't tell us anything. And he's going to actually make an attack against Malcolm. He's going to, let me just bring up his stats here. Oh, one sec here. I need to equip something. There we go. D&D Beyond, everybody. So he's going to make an attack against Malcolm, which misses. So as he goes to swing upwards, bloodied, still kind of staggering, his wounds bleeding out. He swings upwards, and Malcolm kind of sidesteps him. Looks for a second and goes, "The kind of coin you're paid, you're not paid to ask questions." And Dorm is actually going to try and move away this direction towards you, Quirin, because he did see you give a blessing. That's going to end his turn. Zaz, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Say about there, I guess. And
Okay.
I'm gonna just get my spores out in my wild.
Okay,
shape.
go to wild shape.
Yeah.
Let me just put a marker around you so I do remember that, because I am so bad for that. Spore box. Spores. Wonderful little spores. All right, that ends your turn there.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's kind of going crazy. At this point, the Triton, who, Alastair, as you hopped up, the Triton didn't even bat an eye.
Yep.
As he kind of looks at you, Zaz, and he looks at you for a second and goes, "One sec, I need to make sure I get this right." He looks at you, Zaz, and goes, "Well then, you look like quite the little fun guy. If I could get you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please."
Oh my god.
Oh.
Now, is this
This
being
is-
charmed? Because I have advantage against that.
It is not.
Okay. A wisdom one?
Wisdom, yeah.
26.
Holy shit. Yeah, so he kind of sits there and he's looking at you, expecting something to happen. He goes, "What, not funny?"
My name's
Okay.
not Fungi, it's Zaz.
Zaz.
Oh, right. And he's going to use this movement and kind of hop across the cart to this side. And he's going to end his turn. Top of the round. Alastair, you are up. What would you like to do?
I am going to. Fuck it. I'm going to use lay on hands to heal 15 health
Okay.
on myself. As my action, my bonus action. Oh God. Um, 10 feet. Shit. I'm going to step over here.
Okay.
And oh fuck, that doesn't work. Shit.
You can get on top of Zane.
Okay. That's for the fanfiction.
Kinky.
Yeah.
Fuck. Can I hold a bonus action?
No.
Okay, then I guess I will oh god. Oh no. Oh no, it's everywhere. Okay, I'll just
oh my God.
I'm on top of Zane at this point. I'm just
Yep.
going to hold a defensive stance to, if anything comes in, to try and block it or dodge it or something. Because I know
Okay.
I don't have that actual ability, but that's
Okay, you're just kind of bracing for something?
yes.
All right. So, with that ending your turn, let me just quickly reread something here. Okay, so at the start of his next turn, suddenly next to you, Zaz, there's suddenly a massive furball. Now he does need to make a saving throw because of the spores. What is the DC on that?
That'd be con 14.
Con of 14. Oh, that's a natural 18. So does he takes half damage, correct?
Nope.
No? It's just saves against the damage from the spores? Oh, I'm thinking Moonbeam. My apologies. Alright, so he's gonna kind of like Omewai Shindaru kind of appear behind you. And he's going to similar idea. He's gonna take an attack against you. What is your armor class?
18.
You rolled a 16. So as he goes to take a swipe, you kind of turn and you're ready for it. You catches him with your shield covered in fungus and various things. You see a number of mushrooms actually hit the ground. If you want to rage, I guess. That is going to end his turn. Quirin, you are up. What would you like to do?
I saw the boxes move. I saw them shifting about.
Yes.
So I'm going to clamber up on top of here
Yep.
and root around for Zane.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Shit.
So you start moving boxes, and you keep moving them and moving them and moving them, and you feel like you're making progress. But it just seems to be boxes after boxes after boxes after boxes.
Where the hell is he? Bonus actions, I've got nothing left except for...
I can save them.
Yep. So I'm just gonna sit there and just... Zane, what are you?
At this point, Zane, you hear that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what I can do here. No, I'm not gonna do that one. Not gonna do that one. Not gonna do that one. So, okay, Quirin.
Yep.
Could I get you to please make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Alrighty. 37 throw. 9.
9. So, as you're shifting through the boxes and stuff,
Add 4 or add 5 to that.
Oh. So
You're
14.
within 10 feet of me.
14. 14 just barely saves.
Yes.
So as you're rooting through, suddenly you see what looks like almost blue fire sparking with electricity kind of shoot next to you. And you as a cleric recognize this as sacred flame. Looking up, you see the turtle across the way kind of... And it is going to slowly lumber this way. Did start its turn within the spores, Jordan, so I will take a roll on that. Natural 20. It's going to get behind that particular stall. Now, at this point, with the ruckus going on, you see townsfolk start to come over. And a crowd is slowly forming. People are wondering what's going on. Why is there a fight? What's the sound of weapons and stuff like that? There's a reason these town people are on this board. Let's start moving them into the bulk here. As a crowd begins to form. Mo, it's your turn, and you're charmed. People are watching. What would you like to do?
Before I start my turn, so Thorm had an encounter with Malcolm. I don't know his other name. Has my perception of his alignment still the same?
You know what? That's a valid point. You know what? At this point, because of how you're charmed, yes, it has. As far as you understand, Dorm would be an enemy. Yep, go right ahead.
I will avenge my new friend
Okay, go ahead and make some attacks. Good workaround. I can respect that.
Oh, sorry. That's plus. Those are all +7.
Yep. Hit.
Jesus.
$29.
So as he begins to kind of run away from the situation that's way above his pay grade, you just hop up behind him, start hacking away. As you're just as the blood bubbles up in his throat, and he dies.
Ooh. Hold on.
Yep,
I got a thing.
I know you do.
I'm with a fungal infestation, that guy.
Fungal infestation. Can you read that for me, please?
If a beast or a humanoid that is small or medium height... Fuck, I can't. Never mind. It's within 10 feet. Never mind.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay.
Sorry, Jordan.
Wait a
That's...
minute.
Give it a minute. All right, I like that. Anything else?
No. I'm just gonna kind of look down at him.
Okay. At this point, it is now Malcolm's turn. And Malcolm is going to walk up behind you and is going to use his alchemy collection ability. Yep. And he's going to collect a vial of blood. You watch as he drains. And as he's draining the blood of his former fallen companion, kind of smiling as it does, he puts a cork in it. And he looks up at Alastair and Quirin moving boxes on his fucking cart, and he's going to cast Eldritch Blast. That is a 18 to hit you, Quirin.
18 does not hit.
All right, and Alastair, that is a 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
So as he turns, he holds out his hand. You kind of swear his hand's slightly darker than the rest of his body. And there's pew, pew, as both of the familiar colored beams ricochet off of your armor and your shields and various things. He kind of looks at you for a second, Queer, and goes, tricky. And as he grins, you can see pointed teeth. That ends his turn. Zane, you're up. You can hear boxes move. You can feel the cart shifting. Your hands are still bound. What would you like to do?
I want to shout for help.
Okay. As you shout out for help, you scream at the top of your lungs and you feel your vocal cords vibrate, but no sound comes out. I'm giving you one more action. What would you like to do?
You gave the wrong person a puzzle.
It's not so much a puzzle. What would you like to do?
Let me think. Yes, cat. Can I cast Mage Hand to start moving the boxes? As long as they're like 10 pounds?
Huh. Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Go ahead and just roll a D100 for me as your mage hand is doing that.
Oh, please no box falls and crushes my head. Please no box fall and crushes my head.
58. So, Queer and Alastair, what you see is you suddenly see a spectral hand pop up in between boxes and begin wiggling. Kind of like it's trying to force its way out. The boxes are just moving slightly. Could you both make an intelligence checks for me, please?
No, this is gonna be real good.
11.
Okay.
You ready for this -1?
9/11. Sorry, my George Bush just came out. Quirin, you've seen Zane's mage hand before. Zane, does that ends your turn there?
Yeah.
Okay, Zaz, you are up. What would you like to do?
I gonna I don't know yet. Give me a second.
All right, that's fine. At this point, people are starting to line up to see what is happening.
Okay. From here, I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip, trying to hit Beltham.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Sure.
Oh, shit. I just saw his armor class.
21.
So, though his armor looks absolutely glamorous, you throw your Thorn Whip out, and it wraps around his neck with a... You hit him. What would you like to do?
Pull him towards me?
All right. So he pulls him, what, 10 feet?
Yep. 10
All
feet
right.
away.
So, like there.
Yeah.
So, it does damage too, correct?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll that damage. So, as you guys watch the hand, the bard that was slowly running away suddenly is hit by a whip, and it's almost, again, it's my favorite sound in the world, of someone suddenly going as they fly backwards. Let me just make a note of that 4 damage there. How much health does he have? Oh no. Okay. All right. Anything else from you, Zaz?
I'm gonna look at the group and say, kill them closer to me, please.
Okay.
In my turn.
All right. Question for you: does Thorn Whip restrain them?
In my heart of hearts, I hope so, but hold on, let me look at the thing.
In your heart of hearts. That's good. Okay.
Does not restrain them or nothing.
Okay, so he's pulled, and then the whip kind of retracts. All right. At this point, he's gonna kind of turn to you, Zaz, and go, "Well, if you're gonna bring out the whip, you should have at least bought me dinner first. Could you please make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?"
This man needs to stop.
I love it. Keep going.
Kill the bard first.
Crit.
Okay. He looks at you and he goes, "Oh, come on." And he is... That sucks. Damn it. Okay. Should stop trying to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. At this point, he's gonna kind of look, see that you're not laughing, and he's going to fucking book it off this way. At this point, the crowd has grown around this bit of combat. And so you can hear guards go, all right, everyone back away. Let them solve their business. You can all see the guards kind of poke out. It's like, oh, fuck's sake. What's going on here? I'm going to let you guys all have a second of role play to interact with the guards, as the entirety of this battle is distracted by a brazen guard looking exhausted, just walking into the fray.
My mage hand wiggles aggressively.
Okay.
These hooligans have kidnapped our friend.
Kind of goes. He looks at everyone, looks at Zaz, spores just floating around him, sees a dead body, and goes, just finish off, but y'all have questions to answer. And he just kind of stands there, just staring at you all, just apathetic towards this whole situation. And you all kind of get the idea that this is pretty common, actually, here in Redwater. Top of the round, Alaster, you are up.
I'm going to basically start rifling through boxes to try and find a large box containing a large man. And start. that's my thing. I'm going to try and search through the boxes.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check for me, please.
And you. Oh boy, this is not good for me. 14. Not bad.
So I'll tell this from Zane's point of view. As you're controlling your mage hand, and it's wiggling aggressively in front of Quirin, and Quirin's like, hand. Alaster, you move boxes, and eventually you move one box. And as you do, it's almost like looking at a backlit window. Zane, looking up, the blue light switches to a orangish reddish glow of sunset. As you look up, almost angelically, looking down at you, is Alaster Zafin. Alaster, what would you like to do?
I'm
Anything
gonna
at the bottom?
basically use my sword to pry this box open or break the glass or whatever I see in front of me.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay.
You know
Can
that
do.
song, Our God is an awesome
Some
God.
god.
23.
Cool. Zane, what's your armor class?
12.
So that hits, because as you go to stab the box,
No!
the sword goes right through, because this is a box that lets things enter, but doesn't let things leave.
Oh
Excellent.
god, no. Oh no, you asshole! Oh my god.
So Zane, it kind of catches your leg a little bit. Take 14 points of slashing damage.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
14?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh fuck! I'm gonna throw a healing potion through it then.
Okay, I'll let that happen. You just kind of go, oh shit, and just drop the healing potion in. Zane, it kind of tink, tink, tink. Healing potion falls next to you. You can add that to your inventory.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
You can hear Alaster. Zane, do you say anything back?
Hello? Hey!
You see
We're gonna
Zane's
get you
mouth
out of there.
moving. You see Zane's mouth moving, but you don't hear anything.
Don't
All
worry,
right.
we'll find a way to get you out.
Zane starts panicking.
Okay, because you're bleeding now. It's now Lamus's turn, who, Zaz is the
I
range...
guess I'm almost bloodied.
Okay. Zaz, it's within 10 feet, correct, for the spores?
Yep.
Okay, so I gotta make a saving throw for Lamus here. What kind of saving throw was it again? Con?
Con 14.
Yeah, it's a 17, so he succeeds. He is going to take a run at you and take a swing with his greatsword. Not with a 2, he's not. So he goes and takes a swing and misses entirely. That's going to end his turn. Quirin, you're up.
All right.
You see Alaster pull the boxes. You see the light come up. You see him stab in. You see him drop a healing potion. And you see him talking to somebody.
All right. I'm gonna slowly peek over,
Okay?
and I can see Zane mouthing stuff, but nothing else.
That is correct.
Dispel magic.
Okay. Could I get all three of you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Including me?
Yeah, especially you.
Add +5.
Yep.
Me too?
Yep.
Yep.
22.
Okay. 14.
Is that with your +5?
Sorry, it's +4 actually. My bad.
No, +4.
Oh, okay, then 21.
Yep, same.
Okay. So, everyone but Alaster. As you cast Dispel Magic, there's kind of almost like a light shattering sound, as if someone like dropped a test tube or something. As the magical box that was encasing Zane and holding up all the other boxes suddenly vanished. Zane, you're able to see this happen and worm your way into the hole that Alaster created, and Queer, and you're able to jump back because you cast it. But Alaster, you're caught off guard as you suddenly kind of topple backwards with the falling boxes. You're now prone.
Okay.
But I'm not going to give you any damage because you only fell like 3 feet.
I stand
heel
up and
bone
I
is
look at
bruised.
Quirin. I stand up and I look at Quirin. Oh my god, Quirin! You saved me!
Fuck!
No problem. And then I'm gonna cast Healing Word 2nd level on him.
Okay, go get catch your... Go poor Alaster! God. Man, Alaster, I'm so sorry, bro.
I'm playing for the other team, and I think that's savage.
Plus 17. All the damage that he did to you.
So plus 17?
Yep.
Nice, thank you.
All right. It's now the cleric's turn. And that cleric... Let's see what I can do here. Okay, so that cleric is going to see Zane, the target, suddenly rise out, and he is going to make a spell attack against you, Zane. What is your armor class?
12.
Oh, Jesus, really?
Is it really that low?
It's 12.
All right. So he's gonna cast Guiding Bolt, which hits, and he's going to do
How many dice was that?
4d6.
Holy shit.
So he's gonna
That's
do
not too
18 points of radiant damage.
Alright, all the damage that I just gained back.
And Zane, you actually begin to glow.
That's never good.
And it's gonna
God,
kind
it's
of
an awesome
gonna
guy.
kind of move there and try and blend into the crowd, which is difficult because it's a fucking turtle. Mo, you are up. What would you like to do?
Just give me this. I'm just trying to.
You're reading Charmed.
No, I read that. I read that already.
Okay.
I don't know. Fuck. It's so hard playing for the other team.
Stop saying it like that, Scott.
Said Jeffrey Dahmer.
I'm not on your team right now.
Look, if Scott wants to play for the other team, you leave him alone.
Hey, yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Oh.
Your parents already think you're gay, Zane.
Yep.
Damn it.
What you got, Mo? Gotta do something.
Attack one of us. Fuck it.
Yeah, sure. That, why is it? I don't want to edit the token. I
Shouldn't
do
even have that option.
Well, I guess I do. I'm gonna walk over.
Okay, so at this point, you're just beside the cart. Quirn
Yeah.
is up on top of the cart, so attacks against him will have disadvantage.
Okay, but I don't view him as an ally, do I? What?
Let me quickly read you Charm Person. You are charmed until the spell ends, or until the person or the person's companions that charmed you do anything harmful to you. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. So no, you do not see him as an enemy. You just see Malcolm as friendly.
Are you okay? Oh. The enemy's behind you.
What are you talking about, Quarren? And I'm gonna look over towards Alastair and Zaz, kind of like, you know, one of those 90-degree pans,
Mm.
and go, they're the enemy. And I'm gonna throw a where's my spell? Didn't know that open. I'm gonna throw a Toll the Dead at Alastair.
Okay.
So
That's-
I believe that's a wisdom save. Yeah, so that's a wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that's a 13.
22.
Okay.
That saves, I believe. Alastair,
Mm-hmm.
even though you save, you do swear that you hear a raven caw in the distance.
It's that fucking Koopa again. Fucking hate that bird.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. With that, it is now Malcolm's turn. So Malcolm, seeing Zane rise, he's gonna kind of look at you, Zane, and say, "You're just more trouble than you're worth." And he's gonna pump both Eldritch Blasts directly at you.
Oof. I'm gonna counterspell that.
You can't counterspell a cantrip, I believe, actually.
Really?
Let me
It's not
double
a
check. I
spell.
think you can. It's not a spell. That
Am
is
I in
why.
the way of that?
You certainly could try to be.
Well,
But
I'm
he
just
is
saying. I'm
raised.
standing.
He's raised.
Yeah.
So no, it's not a spell. But it doesn't really matter because neither of those actually hit.
Ugh,
He's
ugh,
not good with his
dumb.
Eldritch Blast, apparently. Which is sad considering he has a fucking +8.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, as a bonus action, no, he's going to use his movement, and he's going to come over here, kind of circling as he casts, both missing. You see boxes splinter and fly away. Actually, one of those was in that one. As one of them hits a box, the other one hits Mo, his ally, technically. Just to make this easy. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Still does 10 points of damage to you, Mo. As the effect of the charm has worn off. What can I do as a bonus action here? Interesting. Okay. With that, he's kind of staring all of you down. And he's going to end his turn. Zane, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm still glowing, right?
Yes, you are.
One of those attacks would have had advantage on it.
They did.
One of them did. The first one.
Yeah, it did.
Oh shit, that is real bad.
Do
Yeah.
I still have my weapons on me?
Yeah?
Okay, I would like to take out my Rod of the Pack Keeper and have that on me.
Okay.
Do I see the target that's, do I see the turtle?
He's pretty far off because he's 50 feet away, but you do see the turtle. It looks like the turtle's actually trying to make its way into the crowd, and the crowd's just kind of looking at it like, go away, get away.
I want to cast Eldritch Blast at the turtle and Malcolm.
Okay, you roll attack roll for each.
Is that a +7?
I believe it's a +6 for you.
6.
Yes.
Here's the first.
Okay. And that one's against the turtle,
Yes.
and this
sure.
one be against Malcolm. So it hits the turtle, does not hit Malcolm. So go
Okay.
ahead and roll your damage. It will be it'll be +6 to the damage as well. So 1d10 +6.
15.
Holy fuck. So as you kind of blast it off, it kind of hits the back of the turtle, and you actually see part of its shell splinter off, and you see that the shell kind of cut its shoulder a little bit, and you see blood begin dripping. The turtle looks wounded. Because clerics have a problem, apparently. Right, Quirin?
Wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Stand your turn, Zane.
Hmm.
Gonna get down? Get down?
Get down, get down, get down. No, I'm not gonna get down.
You're gonna stay up there?
I'm gonna stay up there.
Okay. Zaz. You are up.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Oh, okay. First, I'm just gonna move over here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna do the thorn whip again, trying to hit Beltham.
Eltham, go ahead and roll to hit.
Indeed. 23.
23 hits, of course.
Man,
Bring
those
him on
Thornwick
back now.
rolls.
Uh-huh. Bring him back 10 feet.
Get over here. Yep.
Be there. Ooh, he's right up to you.
Mm-hmm. And I believe he just came within 10 feet of me.
He did. That's a con save that he fails.
Hurrah! So that's gonna be the damage for the thorn whip, and then
The damage from the
for the
spores.
spores.
Except for your stupid jokes.
Cash's hideous laughter. I have to tell.
Yeah,
stupid
I know,
stupid
but
jokes.
still.
It's the law of Sam Riegel. It's just
Thorn. Wow.
Wow.
oh, snake eyes.
And then Halo is okay. I could have just rolled all of it all together because it's the same.
That's fine. We can do basic math. I think. 9, 11 points of damage. All right. So as he comes forward with the sound that I ever so much love, his mouth is open and a spore lands like directly on his tongue, and just kind of. Anything else from you, Zaz?
No, I'm good.
All right. It is now Beltham's turn. So Beltham starts his turn in the spores, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I have the wrong thing open. My apologies. That's a 9.
2d6. Achoo!
Jesus.
Wow.
A lot of doubles there, Zaz. He is going to, as a last-ditch effort, one sec here. He's going to pull out a rapier, and he's going to try and get a good strike in against you. 21 to hit.
That
Nice
is.
hits.
Aren't I within 10 feet of Alistair? Doesn't that do anything? Or is that later on?
That's saving throws.
Ah.
That would be a 7 points of piercing damage as he kind of comes back and goes, "Have at thee!" Even. Sorry.
Why'd he sound like Snagglepuss?
Because fuck you, that's why!
Exit stage right, even.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 7
7
points.
damage?
Yep, 7.
I don't even feel it.
And then for his bonus action, he's going to look over to Malcolm and say, he's gonna look over and say, "Oh, Malcolm, honey." Malcolm's gonna turn, and as you see this, you're gonna see Beltham kind of go, give him little kissy lips.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just add an inspiration dice there to Malcolm. As he uses
Ooh, inspirationally sexy.
exactly. So that's a d6. And that is going to end Beltham's turn. Top of the round, Alastair. Zaz, quick question. Is it all creatures in your vicinity?
It's Ken, so I can choose.
You can choose. Okay. Are you choosing to?
Against Alastair?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Alastair.
Alastair is going to spin from his position kind of on his back
Yeah.
and rocket forward to this guy.
Okay.
Just imagine fucking...
Dragons.
Yes, imagine dragon. Imagine some anime like... and he's
Joke's on you. I constantly imagine this as an anime.
Oh, sick. Again, 2 more attacks on this fuck.
All right, go right ahead.
Oh, that's 2d30. Whoops.
Oh my god. Damage?
No. So that is the
first
first
one
hits. The
hits.
second one probably doesn't.
Yeah, the first one hits. No, he has an armor class of 6.
Yes.
Like
He is a barbarian.
Yeah.
17 damage.
All right. How do you kill him?
I'm going to rocket forward and just plunge my greatsword right through the center of him. And then rip it out and like kick him off.
Okay.
Cool. As a reaction,
Oh Christ.
I'm doing it. So again, from where I was before, if a
Right.
beast or a humanoid that is small or medium dies within 10 feet of you, you can use a reaction to animate it as a zombie under your control with 1 hit point. In combat, the zombie's turn comes immediately after yours. It obeys your
Gotcha.
best commands, and the only action it can take is the attack action, making 1 melee attack.
Nice. Then I'm going to use the rest of my 10 feet to head this way.
Okay. Anything else from you, Alastair?
No, that's it.
All right. Quirin, you are up. What would you like to do?
I am going to shift in front of Zane. I want to stay behind me and pop Shield of Faith on him.
Okay, so Zane, you have a +2 to your AC.
That is my bonus action.
Yep.
And then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon level 2 right next to Elfin.
Next to Beltham.
Yep.
Like about there-ish?
There-ish.
Isn't it amazing how I just make that appear?
And then I'm going to attack him once.
All right.
Oh,
1 sec. 12 hits.
yeah. Oh,
Nice.
How do you want to kill him?
just cutting into him continually.
Oh! Ah!
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Shut up. You don't get to use that again, do you, Zaz?
I do.
You what?
I do.
Oh, fuck.
There's no time limit to it.
Yeah, but
Wait,
it would use as your reaction.
You've already used your reaction.
Oh, right. Okay, I gotta wait for another wave. Damn it.
Sorry, Zaz.
Oh, well. I'll get it. I'll get the next one.
And I'm just gonna face Malcolm and hold my shield out, protecting Zane.
Okay. It's the Turtle's turn. There's only one left. The Turtle. Turtle's gonna kind of look at you intently, Alastair, just watching you basically make a shish kebab out of his furbolg friend. Can you make a con saving throw for me, please?
Sure. Ooh, that pizza.
Ew.
16.
You only need a 14 to save. So you stand there, and out of the corner of your eye, you can see this absolutely just ancient looking turtle kind of focusing on you, and the corners of your eyes begin to slowly go black, and you kind of shake it off. You've
Man,
seen something
Literally
similar to
too
that
angry to
before.
die.
Yeah. That's gonna end its turn. Mo, you are up. What would you like to do?
Why does it keep... I keep getting that token editor.
Well, then stop right-clicking.
I'm not right-clicking.
Evidently you are, because you get the token editor.
I only have one. The right-click's a different menu.
You double right-click, it automatically goes to edit token.
Well, I don't
Do
double
your
right-click.
turn. Do your turn.
I'm just gonna walk over and knowing that the charm person has left me.
Yep.
That I am of my own mind.
Right.
Just kind of look around to Malcolm. You should leave while you still can. You made a mistake.
Okay. You trying to make an intimidation check?
I was just talking, but yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, I'm proficient with that. Although it's charisma. It's 14.
14. Zan, your turn?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Malcolm is going to kind of look at you and he's going to kind of chuckle. He goes, "The only mistake I made was hiring pathetic mercenaries to do my business." And as he's saying this, hair begins to sprout around the back of his head. His arms elongate and claws begin to form. You guys all know exactly what's happening. As Malcolm, the man, ceases to stand there, growing 3 feet in the air, this is Malvain now.
Oh, who's a cute puppy?
Who's a cute puppy? Who's a cute puppy? So Malvain is going to use his bonus action to use Heroic Leap and is going to jump 40 feet
Jesus.
to the other side of Zane. Claws outstretched. Zane,
Yeah.
before this goes on, can you make like a perception check?
Is Alaster's thing still count?
No, that's for saving throws.
Okay.
7. Okay. 1 second here. So 7, sorry. I got distracted by something. My computer's being a little silly at the exact moment. So, Zane, as suddenly you feel the behind you as you turn around and see the absolutely enormous werewolf behind you.
Unit.
Absolute unit. You turn around and you look. He says, "I'm going to kill you now, Zane." And at that moment, Zane, at your feet, you hear...
No, no. Please don't do this to me. No!
And looking down, who was sniffing around the cart,
Stop.
who was happily behind you, is little Orville. You know what? I'm changing the music for this because I'm a sick fuck.
No! Tanner!
Do it. Do it.
Tanner,
Do
please!
it. Don't you fucking tease it. Do it.
Well, Alaster's gonna burn the whole fucking city down. Again.
Orville stands there. And for the first time in almost 10 years, since Orville's voice started to go, his small bark as Malvain looks down and picks up little Orville by the scruff of his neck and looks at you dead in the eyes Zane and says, "But before I kill you, I'm going to do to your little dog what I did to your sister." And he's going to fling Orville against the building to his left. That's 10 feet. Who wants to roll the 2d6 for that?
Please. Also, I had this ready, but I have to like submit
Sure,
it
I'll do
before I
it.
change to it. Oh, come on.
Okay, go ahead.
2d6?
2d6.
Yeah, but
Orville hits the wall with a deafening thud and slides down. His leg twitches as he slowly kind of looks up at you, Zane. He's still alive
damn it.
because he has 9 health. Zane, it is your turn. What would you like to do? She's muted.
Yep, he's going to yell at you later.
I'm crying.
Oh, I can hear her.
It's still alive. Breathe. Let's finish
Still
this.
alive.
I hate you.
No.
Welcome back.
Now you know how Dacron feels.
Just wait until my next turn. If it dies, I'll bring it back.
No, I'm. What are you gonna do, Zane?
I'm just checking.
Are you testing distances?
Yes, I am.
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
I wanted to, but I don't think it's possible.
You certainly can. You just don't have. You don't have to focus it on Malvain. You can put it off to the side.
Alright, but he can move and jump and shit.
Within reason. You can still try and force him into it.
Alright, I guess I'll cast Hunger of Hadar on him. In the, area just to the left of him.
So Zane, watching your dog be flung against the wall, you hear a voice behind you of your mother, who had run down the street after your friends to try and find Orville, cry out after watching a massive werewolf stand to her son and throw her dog against the wall. You feel a hatred boil up inside you as a darkness begins to form behind Malvain.
Oh my god.
Let me just push it to the back.
Interesting.
Where is it? There we go. Can you read Hunger of Hadar for me, please?
Okay, 20-foot radius spear.
That's why it's big.
Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage.
Right?
Any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage.
Okay. So position that Hunger of Hadar how you want it positioned there, Zane. You want him
Right
right
there.
in it? Okay. Just Orville is just on the outside of that. Yes, he is. Okay. So, with that, it's when he starts his turn, I think, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
when he starts and end his turn.
Yeah, so
When you
there's
end
a
your
chance for both.
turn, you must succeed on a dex throw.
Okay. Do you have anything else, Zane? Movement, bonus actions.
I would like to prepare I can't prepare a spell, right?
No, you have used your spell for Hunger of Hadar.
Okay. I'm gonna jump down and run to Orville.
Okay. He looks up at you, lets out a little. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Zaz, you're up.
Cool.
And you also remember that Lamus's corpse goes immediately after you.
Yep. I'm going to just stay here, I guess, then just cast Moonbeam on the dog. Or on the. Oh wait, no, there's the other guy.
Oh, the dog? Oh my god,
Cast
Orville!
Moonbeam on the
I'm
dog?
not gonna cast Moonbeam. No. There's
No, he
there's
wanted to
the-
cast the spore thing on
the
him.
cleric, Milka.
Okay. I'm like, I'm just gonna vaporize the dog now. Just.
No, I'm gonna cast a level. I guess it has to be level 2, so just the base on on that boy. Wait! He's a cleric,
Yes.
and I'm doing radiant damage.
Yes, he is.
That's probably not quid pro quo.
There was no quid pro quo.
There was none. I just wanted to.
Okay, and then he enters it now for the first time, so he makes a save, right?
Yep.
What? It's 14, right?
Con 14.
Con 14. Oh shit. 11.
Con 15, 20. What?
Oh, 6 points. Oh, so as. Oh man, that hurt. Okay. So as it comes down, you see more of his shell kind of evaporate as he kind of looks up with his one scarred eye and his other one just shudders at the pain. He looks really fucking rough. Anything else from you, Zaz?
I'm gonna go move closer to him.
Okay.
About there.
There. Okay. You still have your zombie's turn now.
I do.
Yes.
How far does he move? Do I have any
Um,
restrictions on that, or is it basically just like what he?
it'd
would
be the
do?
zombie stat block. So let me look that up real quick for you. But it's a zombie with 1 hit point, correct?
Yep.
He's got 20 feet of movement.
Cool. 20 feet, you say?
Yep.
15. That's too small. That's too short. I'm gonna.
Just scare the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crowd's looking on horrified. People are trying to actually console Janira. Looking at this point, you see Zane's mother. No sign of Zane's father.
Okay. I'm gonna move the zombie guy over here and have him just swing at nothing to kind of like scare the people.
You see people kind of, you see the guard at this point kind of going, hey. Just, trying to get in the way. I'm not going to have the guard attack that. That's not fair to you. You just started this. Guard's also pretty laissez-faire, so I'm going to pass that up. Anything else from you, Zaz?
That's it.
All right. Top of the round. Alastair, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to run in and use my last spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on the dog.
Bless you, kind sir.
So he gains 12 hit points. And then I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. Oh, that's a spell. Fuck, never
Yes,
mind. I will cast.
You ain't casting shit. You've used all your spell slots.
I will channel Divinity.
There you go.
Vow of Enmity.
Okay,
So
remind me of that.
basically, I get advantage for 1 minute.
Okay. All
That's my
right.
turn.
Okay.
I'm
Quirin,
also
you're up.
standing over him defensively.
Yeah, defending the dog. Quirin, you're up. What would you like to do?
Alright, let me check distances here. Closer to you. Main. Cast Sacred Flame on the portal.
Okay.
That is a dex save of 15.
It's not very dexterous, and that's a natural 3. Roll your
Alright.
damage.
Hey, John.
Yep.
Are you in the hunger?
Barely is, yes. You are in the hunger.
Yes. Alright, then take a step out.
There you go.
There we go. Alright, that'll be... Seven damage to him.
All right. So as he's focused on the moonbeam, there's just a sudden gray flame, Zaz, that you see in front of you. As all of a sudden the eyes of this particular turtle roll back in its head.
Is he dead?
He is dead.
I'm gonna get that guy.
Okay. Quirin, anything else from you?
Spiritual weapon. Into there. And
Okay.
hit Malvane.
All right, go ahead and make a attack roll.
Well, probably not.
Nope.
And that's my turn.
All right. Mo, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move this way since he's the only person alive, and because I don't want to get in there because that's a no bueno.
Oh, it's definitely a no bueno. It hurts.
That's I've seen Ford. I know
Yeah,
that
you know what
it
Hunger of
does.
Hadar does.
Actually,
Actually, from the outside, all you can hear is like. It sounds like something being poured down the drain that's fairly viscous.
I'm gonna hit him with a chill touch, so that I have to roll for that.
Okay.
Oh,
Roll a D100 for me, please. Hope it's not lower than 20. Okay. So you go to cast Chill Touch, but with the Hunger of Hadar and tentacles and eyes and other Lovecraftian imagery that I can't really think of a word of because he barely could, begin floating in front of you, and you just can't get a bead on him, and the spell fizzles out. Anything else from you, Mo?
I'm not going in there, so
Yeah,
no.
I don't blame you. Okay. So, it's now the start of Malvane's turn. Zane, roll your first set of 2d6.
Okay. It's not plus anything, right?
No, it's just straight 2d6. Six points of damage. Okay. All right. So Malvane's going to kind of look around, and you can see the yellow eyes and the grin as he leans forward and goes, "I'm not scared of some parlor tricks." He's going to take a step forward, right about there, because he can't go over your spiritual weapon. He's going to use his multi-attack action. He's going to make a He's going to take a claw attack against Zane and Mo and a bite attack against Quirin. So the bite attack for Quirin is a 23.
Hits.
So you're going to go ahead and take 11 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
The claw attacks. This is 6 to hit Mo.
Nope.
And a 6 to hit Zane.
No.
Fuck. So he bites down on Quirin and goes for 2 swipes. And he kind of comes back. And his eyes kind of fade to a red color. And he's going to cast Curse of Agony on Alastair. Alastair, can you make a charisma saving throw for me, please?
Oh no, not charisma. 19.
19 saves.
Plus
You
11?
take
Plus 11.
Yeah, plus 11. So 19 saves, and he kind of turns. He's kind of looking at each of you. He's going to use the rest of his movement to kind of take a step right forward. Try to get as close to you guys as possible. Still standing in the darkness, being arrogant. Zane, you can go roll the other 2d2.
Yes, so you have to
2d6,
make
sorry.
a dex save throw.
Oh, he has to make a dex save for those ones?
Yeah.
Another natural 2. That dice is going to jail.
Alright, 2d6 acid damage it is.
Dice jail.
That dice shell must be full, Tanner.
It's getting pretty full, yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's residual damage. That's the point of Hunger of Vidar.
Have you ever thought of maybe doing dice rehabilitation?
Nope. If I had anything, if I had the facilities, it'd be dice execution. Zane, you are up. What would you like to do?
Well, this spell is concentration.
Yes. So,
So
you can
I'm gonna-
you can still do things. You just can't cast another spell.
Okay,
So you can
can I
use
pick up
items and
Orville?
Yeah. Allow that.
Okay, Orville is mine.
Okay. He is in your
Um,
arms. He's in your loving arms.
Beautiful.
Oh my God! Kick the cat.
I'm not gonna kick the cat.
Sorry, I'm in Malvain mode. My apologies. Okay, you're
Hunger of
holding Orville.
Hadar can't move, can it?
No, it cannot.
Okay, that sucks.
You can still use items and stuff like that.
Give me a second.
Can he not use cantrips? Or is that break concentration?
They would break concentration.
Ah.
I believe, actually. Let me double check that.
Cantrips
That'd be
or, like-
amazing if they did.
I don't believe they do, actually.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I thought it was something. As
It's
long
actually
as it wasn't
spells,
something
yeah.
of-
One sec here. Oh, come on. Nope. Cantrips do not break concentration. My
Holy
apologies.
shit, that makes things so much easier. I've been using Witch Bolt all this time. I don't know, do you know what Witch Bolt is? An attack anyway. I would like to cast both beams of Eldritch Blast at Malvain.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. 2 times.
6.
18 hits. 15 does not hit.
Damn.
So you get 1d10 plus 6.
Actually, you know what? I'd like to use my pocket watch. And, oh, it's under 12, isn't
Yeah, if you roll below 12.
it? Okay, never mind.
No worries. 8 points. Just plucking away at the boy. All right, so as he kind of stands there looming over all of you, he's probably got a good foot over Quirin. Probably a good, almost 2 feet, to be perfectly honest. And Zane, you reach back and because of Hunger of Hadar being darkening everything, it's hard to get a bead on him, but you do get one good hit in. Anything else?
I would like to take my beautiful boy and move over here.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Zaz, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna mosey on over here.
Okay.
Make sure.
Moses.
Mosey.
And I'm gonna move my moonbeam over there.
All right. And he enters it for the first time, and it is a dex save, natural 20.
Okay, so he takes half.
All right.
He takes 8 damage.
8 damage. Look at you. Big boy with 8 damage. As he kind of looks up and burns, you see the hair kind of singe as he just moves out of it just in time before it starts to really burn. Anything else?
8 damage. I'm gonna start moving my guy.
All right.
to go there.
Yep.
And my new buddy is going to be over here.
All right.
Here we're good.
Okay. Alastair, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move into this where I'm nice and close to him.
Okay. Just so you're aware, you are in the hunger.
Only 30 feet. Fuck it. I'll move over to this side then.
Okay.
I'll like do some parkour shit.
All right.
And then I'm going to attack twice with advantage.
All right. Go ahead.
So, oh god. We got probably 2 hits out of that.
So the first one's a
24
15.
and 20 something. 28.
Where are
7.
you seeing 24? Because I'm seeing 40-20, so a 4 and a 6. So the roll from that with advantage would be a 15. Right?
Yeah, 15 and a 17. That would be the 2.
But you're rolling with advantage, so it'd be the first 2 would be the roll with advantage, right?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
so I hit once then?
Yeah, you hit once.
I'll do that differently next time. I'm going to re-roll that.
Yep.
Because I can do that. So 3, 4, and 7 plus 6, that's 14.
All right, so you come down with a mighty swing, and as you swing across the werewolf's arm, your sword doesn't leave a cut.
Werewolf. Right. Okay.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Quirin, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take a step back. My spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Hit him with the Sacred Flame.
Okay, that's a save from me.
Dex save of 15.
Natural 20.
Hook. And attack him with my weapon. 19.
Yeah, it hits.
Eight damage or force damage?
Is it force damage from spiritual weapon?
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure. That's what I was waiting for. So thank you for that.
Yep.
So he kind of looks as there's a grazing on one arm, and then all of a sudden there's an actual like push into his arm as your spiritual weapon forces its way into him. It's quite a bit of damage. He kind of looks at. You can tell, though, Quirin, he's focused on Zane.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, I think I'll just stay there.
Okay. Mo, you are up. What would you like to do?
I just want to spell. I'll just attack him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Well, 2 of those hit. Or
Yeah, 2 of them hit.
all right.
Don't roll damage, though.
No.
No. As you swing down, none of your blades, even the Raven Queen's projection, cut through him. And you get the... Actually, you know what? At this point, now that this has happened twice, Alastair and Mo, can you both make nature checks? Or Arcana. You'll get different information based on both.
Yeah,
Try nature.
I will try Arcana because it's the same damn thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Critical. Okay.
Hold up.
I'll
go
let
ahead,
you
sorry.
roll yours. You were rolling what, Mo?
Nature, and he was
And I
rolling
rolled
Arcana.
Okay, so Alastair would know this. Mo, you would from nature. Werewolves are special in the fact that the only thing that can pierce a werewolf's hide is silver.
Do that.
All right. So it's now Malvain's turn. So Zane, you can roll your 2d6.
Okay. Ugh.
Hey, that's still damage. It's slowly pecking him down. And then he has to make a save for Moonbeam, right? What is the save for it? 14? Zaz?
Oh, sorry. Yep, 14
And it's a con save, correct?
for Moonbeam.
Moonbeam is Dex, right?
For Moonbeam, that would be con.
It is con, okay.
That's
It's a 15.
All right, so
11 plus 4. Yep, half damage. Yeah, it's weird that it's con. Would have thought it'd be Dex trying to get out of the way of it, but
So rounded down or rounded up?
I'll round up 8 points.
Again.
Wow, you guys are slowly picking at it. So there's kind of, you see him kind of twitch as he's starting to hurt. And at this point, for his bonus action, he's going to use his heroic leap. This does not occur opportunity attacks. He's going to jump a maximum of 40 feet right to you guys.
Okay.
And he's going to look at Zane, who's now holding Orville. Is going to get real close to you, Zane, and is going to make a bite attack against Orville.
Stop! Leave him alone!
Natural 1.
Oh. Oh.
Then he's going to take a claw attack against Zane and Zaz.
Oh my god.
So against Zaz, it is an 11.
Okay.
And against Zane, it's a 22.
Okay.
And then the claw attack. Sorry, I'm juggling a whole bunch of different things here. Claw attack is... Where's my d6?
Sorry, what was it? 22?
22 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
The
it
claw
always hits.
attack does 16 points of slashing damage. Still
Okay.
standing, yeah?
I am severely damaged.
Severely wounded?
Yeah.
All right. At this point, after he makes the attacks, Quirin, could you make a charisma saving throw for me, please?
Fuckity fuck fuck. It.
It's 14.
14 doesn't save. So you are going to take 3 points of acid damage as you are inflicted with something called Curse of Agony.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Malvain's turn ended, and he didn't make a dex throw, did he?
No, his turn has not ended yet.
He's not even in Hunger of Hadar. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, he's using one of his bonus action spells here. With that, he's going to stand there like a sentry, and he's going to look to his left to Lamus, and look to his right to Nulka and say, "Come on, attack them." And he's going to end his turn. Zane, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna put Orville on the cart.
Okay.
Oh, my baby. And I would like to cast both Eldritch Blast Beams at
point blank?
Malvain. Yeah, point fucking blank.
Okay, I'm just imagining you gingerly putting Orville down like, good boy. Go ahead and roll and make an attack roll. 2 attack rolls, of course. 17 is his armor class. 18 is higher than 17. 2d10 plus 12.
Why 12?
Because it's plus 6 for both.
Sorry.
No worries. Oh, you didn't? I don't think you typed the roll.
no.
No worries. $18. Jesus. You guys are absolutely wailing on him. So with that, you just kind of put Orville down. You hold it point blank, and he looks down. He goes, "I'm going to rip out your jugular." Anything else, Zane?
Is taking a healing potion an action?
Yes, it is. Using an item is an action.
All right. Well, this is where Zane dies because I am not moving.
Okay. Zaz, you're up. What would you like to do?
Move his moonbeam right around me.
Okay.
And that's pretty well going to take my main action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get my boys over here.
Come on, fellas.
And they're both going to make some basic melee attacks.
Okay. He just entered Moonbeam for the first time. He did succeed the saving throw.
Okay, so that's half again.
Yeah. And then
And your spores.
Yes, and the spores as well. Like I'm just getting all that. The spores are the con save, right? No, they're the deck save.
They're the deck save. Nope.
Yes.
If it fails a con saving throw. The only one that I have
is
attack, because
Why am I thinking it's a deck save? My
Eruption,
apologies.
Call lightning.
Okay.
Those ones are decks.
All right, yeah. So that was a 14 for the spores.
Is that if it meets? Then is that
It saves, yeah.
AC? Okay.
Okay, and then
It
the
is-
zombies have a +3 to hit.
Do I roll?
Yes, you roll.
Okay. +3, you said?
Yeah, +3 to hit. And they do 1d6 +1.
What
Okay,
would you
sure.
do?
Sorry, I did that wrong.
It's fine. It appeared to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
It's odd. Yeah. So 12 does not hit. $18 does hit. So it's 1d6 plus. Sorry, I just said it. It's 1d6 plus 1 bludgeoning damage. 2. So, excuse me. Lamus misses, but Nilka, the old one, kind of picks up the mace and just and hits it. Hits him kind of almost half-heartedly in a weird way. Just and Malvain just turns and goes, "What are you doing?" Zaz, anything else from you?
No, I'm good.
All right, top of the round, Alaster, you are up.
I'm going to get here, I suppose. Yeah. And I'm going to take out Amalthea,
Okay.
and I am going to attack twice.
Okay.
So, this is the first one. So 14.
Does not hit.
Okay, figured.
21
21.
does hit. Yes.
Sweet.
So bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing damage will not happen, but any other damage will.
Okay.
Yep.
So I guess I would just roll the radiant plus
Yes.
2.
Just so you're aware, it's immune to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage from weapons that are not silver. That is how that
Okay.
is.
Because if I look at my newts, or my
Your newts.
where are we? My nudes.
You oh. Oh, yes.
Question.
Alastair's newts are just
Uh,
scantily clad dragonborn.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's what it would be. Gotcha. So 9 damage.
9. You guys are just
That's
slowly pecking at him.
Radiant damage.
Radiant damage is just whoosh, whoosh. You crack the first one, just kind of goes wide, and you catch the second one. You get him right in the ear, which starts to bleed. He's now bloodied.
Oh jeez.
Oh fuck. Anything else from you, Alaster?
I'm going to try and skirt around behind. I think I can get to about here.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
All right, Quirin, you're up. What would you like to do?
Right. I am going to cast Cure Wounds level 1 on myself.
Okay.
Back up. And then I'm going to open up there and hit him.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
21.
21. 21 hits. Oh, my apologies. I said bloodied. I meant wounded.
12 damage.
Whoa.
Yeah. 12 damage. Sorry, I just kind of realized why you went, oh, I'm like, yeah, he's not. No, he's wounded now. I do apologize. I was just thinking about that. Yeah. Okay. Whew, he's looking real rough.
That's my turn.
Anything else from you, Corin?
Nope.
All right. Mo, you are up. What would you like to do?
I don't spend enough time reading these spells. If there's anybody. I'm going to move like this
Okay.
and hit him with why did I go back to my desktop? Toll the Dead. So it's a
All right.
wisdom of 13.
It's 11. Go
Ooh,
ahead and make your
nice.
roll.
And because he has taken damage, that is 2d12.
2d12. Go ahead and roll it.
15.
Ooh. All right. So there's a. You swear, all of you, because you're close. You swear you hear a, ah, like a caw of a raven. I'm not going to do it because it'd be really loud, and frankly, that kind of bird sound hurts my throat. And you kind of see him hold his ears as they begin to bleed, and his eyes roll back for a second. He's looking really rough. Mo, anything else?
That's it.
Okay. So, at this point, Zane,
Hmm?
Malvain is going to turn to you and say, "You're not worth dying over." And he is going to try to cast Dimension Door to try to escape. Let's see here. If I
It's not an
can.
attack, right?
No, Dimension Door is a spell to cast.
Okay. No, it's not like an attack type spell, right?
No, he's going to escape.
Trying to
Alright,
get the
let's
fuck out.
counterspell it.
What?
I want to counterspell it.
It's a level 4 spell. So you're gonna roll that. It's you have to roll higher than a 14. And you use your
Okay.
spellcasting modifier, so it'll be a +6.
Please, please, please.
Oh!
Oh shit, you rolled a 1. Okay.
Use
So-
the clock.
Oh, Yeah.
Can I use my pocket watch?
you can. It's lower than a 12.
Okay.
I was kind of waiting for that.
All right, just barely.
Holy shit.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Fuck, he can't move anywhere. So he goes to cast a spell. And it just kind of fizzles out in his hands.
Shit.
Zane, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Mm,
Fucking destroy him.
both
his
Eldritch
life.
Blasts.
Just point blank?
Yeah.
All right.
Here's the first. Here's
20
the second.
hits. 14 does not hit. Ooh, he might actually
Roll crit.
survive.
Huh. Roll
1d10
big
plus
damage.
6.
1d10 plus 6. There's a
Big
chance he
damage,
can
big
live.
damage, big damage. Damn
Not
it.
bad.
That is a lot of
Mhm.
damage, though.
Do you have anything you want to say to him?
Why is he gonna die?
Yeah, I'm basically asking you, how do you want to do this
Oh, shit.
after 2 hours?
Okay, this is for Janine, and then I shoot him.
Okay. With that, the blast goes right through his head. At point blank. Brain matter splatters everywhere, all over the guard. He was supposed to escape that.
Whoops, poopsie.
Yeah. I was expecting a counterspell later. Okay. All right. Well, that's
Goodbye,
mini
Melvin.
BBEG. Yeah. All right. So I guess Spoolie and I have some yelling to do at each other over the break now. So we will be back.
Now he gets a run from the guards. Everybody run!
Yeah. So we're gonna take a break. We will be back. All right. So, putting on my happy face, despite my disappointment in my own error. Anyone out there who's DMing, you probably feel my pain right now. So, as Malvain falls and his brain matter is scattered across the flagstones of Redwater, the guard kind of takes a step forward and goes, "All right, nothing to see here. Everyone scatter." And you can kind of hear the crowd murmurs. You hear voices call it, go, "What was going on? Why were they being attacked? Was it the flock? Are they the flock? Are they being arrested? Well, are we ignoring the fact that there was a fucking werewolf? Yeah, it was a werewolf." And just the chatter begins as you all begin to hear rumors circulating in this crowd. And Zane, as Malvain falls, you see your mother and father in the crowd staring at you, just watching their son basically explode a creature's head.
Well, someone better do something quick, because Zane's got mortal damage.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, let's go. Let's go. Anyway,
no.
from here.
No, the guards kind of come up and goes, "Okay." And at this point, you see 3, 4, 5 guards just kind of collapse on the situation, and they start kind of going over the bodies and stuff like that. I'm going to roll investigation checks for them, actually.
Oh,
Can
damn. I was wanting to get that first.
I was gonna say I wanna skin that werewolf.
You can, with what?
Nothing pierces it but silver.
I was just gonna go check the Triton.
Okay. At this point, you're being detained. The guard goes, "All right. Who wants to tell me what the fuck just happened?"
I suppose I could do it. These individuals happened to kidnap our lovely friend Zane here.
Hi.
Kind
And we decided that no one was doing anything about it, and we followed our only lead, a little puppy dog, to get him back. And then it happened that one of them turned into a werewolf, which we promptly dealt with.
Kind of pulls out a small piece of parchment and a quill. He's writing stuff down. He goes, okay, so just so I understand here, these individuals kidnapped your friend for whatever reason, and you followed a puppy dog who led you here, and you committed murder in broad daylight.
I believe we exterminated a pest for the whole town.
Well, I think I'll have you know that Redwater has quite a population of were people. There was an issue a number of years ago. Some of them worse than others. And he kind of turns his head and looks down at the werewolf on the ground. So the fact that he's blighted with this is not exactly to your favor.
Well,
At this point,
as I'm sure the people, and I kind of gesture to the people behind us, even if this town is filled with were people, you have 10, 20, dozens of witnesses that will account that at the worst, it was a mutual trade-off.
kind of looks at you and goes, mutual trade-off that you won. Murder is murder.
And they attempted to murder us. We defended ourselves as our right.
We'll see how that holds up in front of the magistrate. At this point, one of the guards in the back goes, sir? He goes, yeah. And because he rolled a natural 20, he reaches into Dorm's pocket, the first one to die, and he holds up a small stone gray feather. And the guard captain goes, oh, would you look at that? The rest of you, search their pockets. Zane.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to the one that you have. Kind of goes,
I kind of, you know what? Oh, this is a bad idea. I want to use Awakened Mind to speak to Quirin.
okay.
And I want to say, I know who the owl is. I know who one of the leaders of the flock is. Should I tell them?
Quirin, you can respond once with Awakened Mind.
Well, if it's Victor, I don't believe that would go very well.
Zane nods.
Okay.
Wait, are they checking our pockets or the?
No, they are not. Not
corpses?
yet. They're corpses. And one by one, again, because this is a natural 20,
I'd
one.
like to say that this one, the fucking, I'm assuming corpse that's on the ground now.
Yep, it's a corpse.
Yeah.
I don't know, unless Zaz is doing something shitty.
Rise!
This one, I'd like to say I don't believe this holds up in a state in a room of court, but this one attacked me first, and it really hurt.
It really hurt. Charlie bit me.
Lamus slashed me, and it really hurt.
At this point, kind of looking around as they each one by one begin pulling out these gray stone feathers. At this point,
Zane would like to cast Minor Illusion.
is that a spell?
No, it's a cantrip.
Fuck. Okay, because I thought I actually had your fucking spell slots actually tracked this time.
Nice. Cantrip.
Yeah,
Or,
okay, it's a
or
cantrip.
thaumaturgy. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I would like to create some fireworks in the sky.
Oh, okay. So as fireworks begin going off, he goes,
As this is happening, are the guards distracted?
Yes.
I would like to take the stone feather out of my bag, and I'd like to hide it underneath Orville.
Oh, like have him sit on it?
Yeah.
Make a sleight of hand check for me, please.
Do I really have to make sleight of hand if everyone's distracted?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck! It's not good.
So the guards don't see it, but the rest of you do. You see Zane lift Orville up, put a feather underneath, and put Orville back down, and then look around, and he does like the act natural face, like it's pretty obvious. He goes, interesting celebration. At this point, is there an address we can find you? Because with 5 dead flock, we're going to mark you 5 down as free to go for now. And we may or may not come for extra questioning. We may just go and throw these fuckers into the bay. At this point, you can hear the crowd go, "Hey, did you hear Flock? Yeah, I think those guys killed a whole bunch of Flock members." Yeah! As the crowd begins clapping, everyone except for Janira and Arthur Sinetius, of course, who are still standing there completely shocked at the fact that their son just blew something's fucking brains out. Just clapping. They're like, "Yeah! Go, you guys." And it's like, "Yeah, who are you?"
The Devil's
What are your
Advocates.
Yeah,
Damn it.
they're the Devil's Avocados. Yeah!
Advocates.
Devil's
No,
activists.
it's Devil's Activists. Devil's Avocados? Devil's Advocates, you idiots. No, I think they said avocado. It just kind of goes downhill from there.
Then you're from a total of morons.
I believe that we're staring at the one of the pubs in the college place where all the smart people are.
He kind of looks at you and goes, "Fitting."
I thought so. It's a nice place.
Uh-huh. Get out of here before the meat wagon comes. I'm gonna say you all escaped. Why are you all still standing here?
So we don't get the stuff
Jade,
from the
thank you.
bodies.
No, you definitely don't get the stuff on the bodies, because then that'd be thievery.
But
Come on, Quinn. Let's go have a pint.
Doesn't make
Yep.
any sense.
Come on, guys,
I
let's go.
Push queer. I pull queer in.
Lamus,
Has,
let's go.
has Zane seen his parents yet?
You have seen your parents. Just a quick question, Zaz. How long does that spell last?
There's no time restraint or limit. It just keeps going.
We're going drinking with the
That seems
boys.
broken
Come
as
on, boys.
fuck. I think.
I think
Okay.
it's probably got a spell duration, right?
No,
What's the
I'll
spell
read the
called?
entirety of it. Fungal
What's-
infestation. It's not a spell. It's a feature for my class. It's part of the whole Golgari
It
thing.
animates for 1 hour.
What? No, you're reading the spell. Fungal infestation. If it be, I'll send you a
Simple
screenshot.
spores. 6th level. If a
This
beast or
technical
humanoid,
difficulty is brought to you by D&D Beyond.
if a beast or humanoid that is small or medium dies within 10 feet of you, you can use reaction to animate it, causing it to stand up immediately with 1 hit point. The creature uses the zombie statistics. It remains animate for 1 hour, after which time it collapses and dies.
Oh, I don't have that because mine doesn't have any restraints. It just says up to 1 hit point. In
We're
combat,
reading
they can
the
make an
druid
attack.
class. So, yeah. Tanner would be right. I'm reading it right now. It remains 1 hour until after it collapses and dies.
Yeah, in combat, the zombie turns immediately after yours and obeys your mental commands. Oh, you don't even have to tell it what to do. The only action it can take is the attack action, making 1 melee attack.
That's not as fun. Oh well, okay. Come on,
You
boys.
still get 1 hour.
Yeah.
I should note at this point as well, their eyes are pulsating.
I kind of imagine they were like all spored and fungusy.
They are, but they're doing the cordyceps eyes.
Ooh.
So he goes.
You may want to take care of that problem, and I'll just start walking away.
Are the
Alright.
boys following us?
Yeah, they will follow you for the next hour.
I'm putting my arm around the turtle and checking his pockets as we go.
Oh
All right, make an investigation check. As you slowly begin going through the crowd's kind of, clapping for you, patting you on the back. Some of them actually kind of are reaching into bags and pulling out little bits of meat, which Orville takes. Okay, let me get a list of everything that was on his person. On the turtle, you said?
Yep.
So on the turtle, there is... oh boy. You have a backpack, a bedroll. You find a crossbow bolts. There's a crowbar, a mess kit, 1 day of rations, 50 feet of hempen rope. You see a tinderbox, a torch, very basic stuff, as well as 15 gold pieces.
Taking the gold.
Yeah, I figured.
You should probably take
can I
that
check-
crowbar.
Can I check the furball?
You most
he's-
certainly can. Let me just open them up here.
Wait, are you checking the furball?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
walking, we're just checking out the pockets and stuff.
You're just walking, checking.
14.
Equipment. He's got 15 gold pieces as well. Very basic stuff. Doesn't really have anything uncommon. He's got a javelin, a great sword, and 2 hand axes.
Okay.
So at this point, Zane, as you're walking through the crowd, you eventually meet up with your parents. They kind of stop you and they say, "So, this is your mother." He goes, "So there's a roast at home. We were having you and your friends over for dinner. Just wondering if you're hungry."
If there's one thing you need to listen to me about, it's this. You need to leave Redwater.
We'll talk about that later.
No, it's not safe for you here. It's not safe for you. It's not safe for Dad. The people I've dealt with over the last... I don't know. And he wouldn't say God, I guess, because there's no Jesus in D&D.
No, there's still gods, though. There's still gods, so God is a word.
The second
Gods.
song of our campaign.
I guess.
Okay. She goes, "We'll look into it."
Please, just listen to me.
Zane,
And he looks up rather desperate.
maybe we should just go eat and talk about relocation later.
And he sighs heavily and he shakes his head downwards. But sure.
They kind of start walking with you. The people are still cheering as this goes on.
Alastair is drinking it in.
Erect.
And is also
yeah.
very bloody, possibly erect.
Yep.
Correct.
I look pretty good at the moment. I
I
feel pretty good.
Good for you, Mo.
Fuck you, Mo.
Mo's the new Alastair.
Nobody likes Mo.
Yes!
Oh my god, Quirin, you saved my life.
Yeah, it was great.
My heart sank to my feet. You have no idea.
So as you walk down the streets of Redwater, the rumor about the devil...
Got out there for a
You
sec.
guys... Oh,
Hello?
that was strange.
Oh, Discord's fucking up.
Hello? There we go.
Yeah.
Hello.
That was kind of strange. My apologies. I kind of bumped my USB port there. My apologies. So as you begin walking down the street, the rumor of the mysterious devil's advocates and their flock-slaying ways almost travels with you as you hear people whispering as you walk by. Hey, did you guys hear that those guys just took out an entire band of flock mercenaries? Hey, those are the flock killers. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you guys go,
Molly,
kill
don't
more
eat that
flocks.
tape. Sorry, she's eating tape. Hold on. Stop,
Says
please.
one girl with bangs chasing a Shetland sheepdog down the street.
Come here.
God,
Oh, I can't.
she's cute, right, Quinn?
She's eating an entire roll of
A
masking
little
tape.
girl. What the hell is wrong with you?
Anywho, you eventually come down to the park in front of the Sinetti's household. And as you turn the corner, led by Janira and Arthur, both very silent, both very somber, they lead you to the Sinetti's home. And as you begin walking in the door, Zane, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Perception? But of course. Okay, that's what I thought it was. 20!
You kind of look over the park, and what you see is a human woman with bright eyes, red hair, being led by, I should say, a small golden retriever puppy on a leash, holding a basket with a cloth over top. And as she walks up, she kind of looks at all of you, and her eyes kind of drop, and she kind of slides the basket into the crook of her arm. And Zane, at this point, Hope signs to you. Faith, Hope, Faith, her. I'm looking at the fucking sheet, too. That's the worst part. Faith signs to you and says, "What in the hell happened? What in the hells happened?"
Using Awakened Mind, Zane goes, I don't
course.
think you want to know.
She kind of signs back. She goes, "I made you cookies."
Zane, smelling the cookies, immediately takes like a handful of like 3 at once and just stuffs his face.
Okay.
And while he's chewing with his mouth like open and disgustingly, he says, "Thank you," using Awakened Mind.
She goes, "Do you mind if I come in?"
He swallows, and he says, "Of course."
You say that or Awaken Mind that?
Awakened Mind.
Okay. So at this
And-
point, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So my family is still here.
Your family has Arthur and Janira have gone inside, and Orville's kind of followed the chosen path. The other 4, have you guys gone inside the house yet, or are you standing here watching this?
Watching that, I'm really confused on him eating cookies like that.
Needn't I remind you that Zane is like hanging on life by a thread?
Yeah, that's why she's kind of like looking at you like, "I made you cookies," and you're just bleeding everywhere, just
I'll
eating cookies.
put a hand on Zane and heal for 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Thanks. I now have 30 health.
That's only slightly below me.
You had like 3 health less than me.
I won't say how much health I have. 'cause
You
you're
got
gonna
like
hate me.
50.
Fuck off,
No,
Mo.
I'm down to the 40s.
Oh yeah, great.
Oh, yeah, the 40s.
49.
49!
Oh my god!
Nothing hit me.
That's
At
still.
this
Also,
point,
I was charmed.
At this point, Hope, you kind of look down and
Faith, babe.
Faith. Why do I keep saying Hope? I'm sorry. I'm off tonight, evidently, because I have her fucking sheet right here with what she knows. Faith kind of starts kind of walking towards the door and starts leading you, and she's looking at all of you. Not you, Mo, because you look fine apparently. Like
That's fine,
okay,
like,
you don't look sexy. You kind of start going in, and Arthur and Janira kind of poke their head out from the kitchen and say, "All right, guys, come and get it. It's It's gone a little cold.
I'll stay outside the door of the house.
Okay. Rest of you are inside?
I'm
Yeah.
tromping in with the sewage and gore on me.
Yep. Rest of you?
Yeah, I'm taking Faith by the hand and going in.
Okay. Rest of you? Zasmo?
Zasmo.
I'm just following everybody else in.
Open face.
Okay.
Yep, going in.
Alright. Blaster, you're staying outside. Is there something you'd like to do?
Look longingly at the door, but stay outside.
Has it already closed behind everybody?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. So you go inside and you sit down. Zane, you notice that Alastair did not come in, as he was told not to.
Do I still have my
And
zombie?
I use Awakened Mind to talk to Faith and say, "Go on, I'll be one moment."
Okay.
then-
Zaz, you will still have your zombies, yes.
Cool.
Sorry, continue, Zane.
I turn back and I head towards Alastair.
Okay. He's
And
still
I
outside the
say-
door.
I say, "Aren't you coming in?"
No, you don't want me here.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, "You're welcome here. Don't worry about what I said earlier."
Uh,
Thank you for coming to my aid and healing me and helping me and everything. Thank you.
I'm sorry if I'm sorry if I did anything wrong earlier or slighted you in any way.
We don't have to think about that. And I motion him inside.
I'll follow.
Okay. Zaz, what are you doing with your fucking zombies?
Nothing in particular right now. We're on our way for food.
Okay, you guys are in the house. Where are the zombies?
Are we all like sitting at the table eating food?
Yes. At this
Cool.
point, you're seated at the table. Janira's kind of like putting a roast back in the oven, kind of swirling things around, trying to get it heated back up.
Okay. I'm sitting at the table with everyone else. The two zombies are just bumping into each other off to the side.
Like you're in the kitchen?
No, like they're where we're sitting. So we're.
It hasn't been an hour yet?
No.
We're just
Oh.
bumping
That
into
was
each
a
other.
long walk. That was a long walk, though.
They're just bumping
Not
into each
that long a walk. You probably got another half
We're gonna
hour.
be in the middle of dinner and these two reanimated men are just gonna collapse onto each other.
Yeah.
other.
Oh,
Mom's gonna have a fit!
So at this point, Arthur kind of sits at the head of the table, and you each pull up a seat. The golden retriever puppy and Orville are kind of sniffing each other, kind of circling around, and Orville's just being very passive, whereas the puppy's jumping. Spoolie, you're familiar with puppy old dog behavior. That. You and Alastair head inside. At this point, Faith still hasn't gone into the kitchen dining area. She's kind of standing there looking at you.
Alastair, do you mind if I escort this, I look at Faith and I say this young lady over to the table?
oh, sorry, was I in the way? I was lost in thought. Of course, it's your house.
Okay, so I take Faith again and I lead her into the other room.
Okay.
And, I go to my mother. That's my
Okay, and she's
Janira.
kind of busy. She goes, "Yes, oh, hello."
She can't hear you. She's deaf. But I can speak to her in my head. And Zane kind of chuckles at that because
She looks at you completely deadpan, Zane, and goes, "I believe you."
Good. Excellent. I can communicate with her. So I guess I'll play translator today. This is Faith.
She kind of looks at you and looks at her, and she knows there's a conversation. She's trying to read lips, and when you say her name, she kind of goes, and she just kind of waves as best as she can, and kind of nods her head a little bit. And your mom kind of looks at her and goes, hi, and she kind of waves as well, and there's kind of a mutual understanding. At this point, Arthur walks up behind Janira, and you see him put a gold coin down on the oven, and goes, "Guess I owe you that." And
You
Arthur
son
walks
of a
back to
bitch!
the table.
Zane does not say that.
You don't know why he did that. You'd have no clue.
I know. That's why I said Zane doesn't say that.
All right. So a couple awkward moments go by. You all sit at the table, covered in gore, sewage, your own blood, Malvain's blood. There's two zombies in the corner. This will count as a short rest, yes.
What do I do for that again?
You can use hit dice, and because you're a warlock, you will regain all your spell slots.
Okay. I have. Okay, so I can.
Just roll those hit dice and regain the health, yeah.
All of them?
You can roll however many you want.
Hey, 9.
Yay, 9!
Hey.
You don't fit in. Sorry. So after a short amount of time, incredibly awkward, dinner is served. She sits at the table, and she kind of looks at the two just kind of bumping into each other in the corner, and she goes, would you two gentlemen like something to eat? And at that point, the hour's up.
Oh my god!
And they just die. And she goes, you know what? That's not the worst thing I've seen today. And she just kind of starts eating, just like angry, just mowing down.
Do you want help with that? Zaz, maybe we should take them outside.
I'll drag them outside. They're not going anywhere later.
I'll help you. Let's go.
Are you taking them out the front door or the back door?
What's closest?
The back door.
We're going to the back door.
Yep.
Okay. You head out the back door, and there's a small fenced-in backyard, and there's actually a lovely apple tree.
Let's prop them up by the apple tree.
That, or we could bury them, I suppose, if we could find a shovel.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. Apple tree will do.
You're just leaving those corpses in someone's backyard. Okay.
I'm gonna look for a shovel.
You find a shovel pretty heartily, but at this point, you're very hungry and you can still smell this food inside.
Maybe after dinner. I'll go back in.
For now. Let's go back in for dinner.
All right. So at this point, Alastair and Zaz return to the table. Everyone's eating. The dogs are kind of going amongst people's feet, begging for food. Orville at one point walks into a table leg. It's pretty much silent, with the exception of the sounds of chewing, cutting. Quirin, are you using utensils?
No.
Didn't think so. Mo, are you using utensils?
I was raised in humanity.
Okay, just making sure.
No, but you definitely have that, like, fist grip on the fork.
Yeah. A small dinner conversation. This would be the time to have it.
So, last time we were here, we opened the door and there was this really awkward conversation about you being gay, Zane. And it was really weird because you wouldn't actually say it.
Quirin, you're oversharing.
Zane goes red And his eyes dart to Faith, and he sighs a breath of relief.
Am I gay? Oh, right. Okay.
Quinn, quick question.
Hmm?
Do you have that in your
Well, of
community,
course.
or
Men are very
Oh.
close to in our culture. They are more emotional, meant to share things with each other. Sometimes it comes into different relationships, and it's alright.
well,
They're
then
not
what happened to you?
What do you mean?
Well, you just said that men are very close and like to share things, but you're not like.
You've met my mother, yes?
Yes.
Ta-da!
So,
All right,
what you're
answered.
saying is that she beat you silent?
I am saying that I come from a very stubborn woman, and my dad was very appreciative, but that only helped me get raised as a cleric and healer. People didn't like me.
That was the exact opposite. People loved me until I got to you guys. Speaking of that, this is very delicious. I haven't had a meal like this in quite a while.
Well, I cook for a living, so thank you. I'd hope it would be okay.
Seem different.
Well, when you watch your son explode a werewolf's head after hearing that werewolf claim that it killed your daughter, it's kind of a traumatizing experience.
Oh.
All this time, Zane's been trying to eat and talk to Faith with the awakened mind, but she keeps having to stop and she can respond, right? With awakened mind telepathically.
She can, but she has not yet.
Okay, so she's been using her hand signs the whole time, so she hasn't been able to pick up a fork and eat yet.
Oh.
And Zane notices that and apologizes and moves on.
After that little outburst from Janira, Janira goes, but we're going to try and move past it and not let it ruin the dinner. And Arthur has been completely silent. Like, hasn't said a word. She goes, so, Arthur, honey, how was work? He goes, well, it was a day. We have a number of guests from a religious sect down south. Giving some lectures. So that was pretty populated.
What religious sect?
Oh, they're from Eastcliff. They're called the Ranks of Akron. I say with a big
Alastair
shitty
goes
grin.
white. What were they here for?
Oh, we're having an open lecture series on just the different gods and interpretations of them. They have a very militant and
How many of them were there?
Just the three of them.
But last time you mentioned something like that, or the Dane, you got crazy.
There's three of them.
Mm.
There's three of them?
Yeah. There was one chamberlain and then two acolytes, I guess you could call them. Only one of them's actually doing the lecture itself. It's purely an academic thing.
No, I don't believe that for a moment. This is very bad. Would you excuse me?
Of course.
Pleasure. And I'll get up from the table and head out the door for a moment.
Okay.
I'm just gonna breathe.
All right. So while Alastair's outside breathing, she goes, "Okay, touchy subject. Zane, you have a new friend. Is she from here?" She kind of is looking to her. You get the idea, Zane, that she's asking Faith this question, not you.
Okay, Zane uses awakened mind to say, "Did you grow up here?"
She responds back. This will probably be a lot of back and forth. And Zane, at this point, I assume you're gonna act as an in between, so we don't have to do that.
Okay.
She kind of responds with "Oh yeah, I grew up here." And she goes, "Oh, are you from nearby?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm from nearby." She goes, I actually I recognize your husband." And Zane, at this point, I assume you say, "Oh," she goes, "Oh, Dad, you recognize you." And 1 sec here. With that, Arthur kind of goes, "Oh, where does she recognize me from?" And she goes, "Oh, I see you around the university a lot." And he goes, "Oh, that's because I work there." To which Faith responds with, "Oh, I live with my uncle and he works there too." And Arthur responds back with, "Oh, really?
Al told you this to me, Tanner.
Who's your uncle?"
No.
That's what you get signed back to you. Zane, do you want to say it?
Fucking hate your guts, Tanner. I fucking hate your guts.
Oh,
Say it.
It's Dean Latimer.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, you fucker!